He had just a love affair with his books. I've never known anyone who was so proud of what he had collected. I think he started the collection from all the magazines he started reading. He had every fly fishing magazine across the state delivered to his house. We did a lot of fly fishing down in the Yellowstone area, and he was the most wonderful fly fisherman I have ever seen. I mean, he could get that fly just where you told him to drop it. It would always go just there. And he had a lot of books that he had gotten in Europe, and he would actually make flights and go out and check out libraries. He wanted something unique. He wanted something different, and he wanted something no one else had. His card catalog he kept in a closet next to his office, and every book that came in he would write a little card and put it in there in alphabetical order. Just meticulous. But what do you expect? He had a master's in English Lit. Everything was done the right way. He was just the most patient person in the world and the kindest. He was always my hero.
We first got a sense of the scope and the quality of the Gallup collection when Vern and Joan Gallup decided to donate to WSU their collection of Isaac Walton's The Complete Angler. And that collection included more than 500 different editions of The Complete Angler. And I think that collection within the broader collection is really a dissertation of itself, to see how a book of poetry, of country stories, of friendship, of fishing, that became so popular, especially in the Victorian era as England industrialized, as kind of a callback to earlier times.
For somebody like me to pick up a first edition of the Complete Anglers, just, it sends, shivers down my spine, and I'm not alone. People travel pretty long distances to these and spend a lot of money to access these books, because a lot of these are, effectively ancient. You can't go find copies of them on the shelves.
I think people have been interested in the environment more broadly, and fishing is one way to look at environment because there's such a focus on rivers and lakes and species. So it's an indicator of how the environment is doing. Resources in the Gallup collection have also been used in honors courses by Ken Lokenskard and other faculty. So it, as much as any collection we have at WSU, has tremendous potential for research.
I've used the collection in that class, taken students there, Honors 380 is the course. I've taken students there to see the sheer volume of texts that are devoted to angling. I don't think people realize, what an important phenomena it is in Western culture. And I've taught the course elsewhere, like at University of North Carolina, and they had some important books there, but nothing like the Gallup collection.
Moving forward, our effort is going to be to share those more broadly through digitization, and to share those digital files with consortia such as the HathiTrust that make them more widely available to scholars.
Now researchers all over the country and the world won't have to travel to Pullman in person if they can access one of these digitized books from this collection remotely. We're really excited about making them more accessible for everyone in the WSU community and beyond.
It's always a good investment to give to the libraries, because that's where students learn the most. He was one of those people who would rather stay anonymous. He didn't like the notoriety, but I think he'd be very happy with the wealth of knowledge that would be going out from the university because of that. I know I am.